I came home on my birthday and found my life in cardboard boxes on the lawn. Months later, I bought my own apartment. Then my parents showed up and tried to call it a family asset. I was 27, working a marketing assistant job and still living with my parents and my younger brother, Tom. The house was always falling apart, but I paid a chunk of the bills and handled repairs. My mom still talked to me like I was a disappointment. When are you getting a real job, Robin? If I defended myself, she'd snap. If it was real, you'd have your own place. Tom did even less. He'd smirk, scroll, and let me pick up the slack. I kept telling myself it was temporary, so I tried one last thing. A simple birthday night, just cake, just peace. I asked for one evening that didn't feel like a job. My mom didn't even look up. We might have plans. On my birthday, I walked in feeling hopeful. Then I saw my stuff outside. Bags, boxes, my books, my clothes, like I'd been evicted by strangers. My voice came out thin. What is this? My mom stepped onto the porch. Ice cold. It's time for you to move out. I stared at my dad, waiting for him to stop it. He just looked at the ground. Tom leaned on the railing, smiling like this was funny. Slow motion. Every detail stuck. First, I saw my suitcase on the grass, unzipped. Then my photo frame face down in the dirt. Next, my mom's arms crossed like a bouncer. My dad's hands shoved into his pockets. Tom's grin as he said, "You've been a burden." After that, my mom pointed at the boxes. "They're packed. Go." Finally, she said, "Consider it our gift. Independence." I loaded my life into my car alone and spent my birthday in a cheap motel. I didn't call them. I didn't text. I just stared at my phone until the screen went dark. Silence was their loudest answer. That night, I decided I would never beg them for anything again. I threw myself into work until my boss, Hannah, pulled me aside. I told her the truth, expecting awkward silence. Instead, she said, "I have a spare room. Stay with me." I took it, stacked freelance work at night, and saved every dollar. A few months later, Hannah promoted me with a raise. That's when Tom called, suddenly polite. "I need help," he said. "Dad lost his job. Mom's spending is out of control. I can't afford school." So that was why they remembered my name. "You threw me out on my birthday," I said. "Don't call me family now." "Come on," he tried. "That's in the past." "No," I said. "I'm not your backup plan." I hung up. Not long after, I bought my apartment. Mine. I finally slept through the night. Then the doorbell rang. I checked the camera and my stomach flipped. My parents and Tom stood on my porch like they belonged. I opened the door and my mom walked in without waiting. Her eyes swept the room like she was pricing it. "Wow," she said, smiling too wide. "You've really done well. We're here to talk about living arrangements," she said, like it was normal. My dad added, "We should live together again." Tom rolled his eyes and said, "Don't be dramatic. That's all in the past." My mom's smile vanished. "Everything you have is because of us. This place should count as a family asset. You should be thanking us," she added. Tom nodded like this was normal. I laughed once, sharp. "You didn't push me. You dumped me." My dad tried the soft voice. "Be reasonable, Robin. There's nothing reasonable about stealing my peace," I said. "This is my home," I told them. "You're not moving in." My mom's face hardened. "Then we'll take legal action." I walked to the door and held it open. "Do it. Get out. Now." After they left, I called my friend Mike. He was a lawyer, and he didn't sugarcoat it. "They're drowning in debt," he said. "Tax issues too. Desperate people do stupid things." So we filed for a restraining order. While it processed, relatives started messaging me about how I'd abandoned my parents. Mike told me, "Don't argue with gossip, argue with paperwork." I stopped explaining myself to people who didn't care. At the hearing, my mom acted confused and wounded, like she hadn't tossed my life onto the lawn. The judge didn't buy it. When the order was signed, I walked out feeling lighter, not angry, just done. A few weeks later, the IRS started sniffing around their years of creative numbers. Suddenly, my apartment wasn't their biggest emergency. They can call me selfish forever. I call it survival. The only family asset they ever gave me was a lesson. If someone throws you away once, don't let them rent space in your life twice.